I didn't. I filmed in the morning, but kind of forgot. I was supposed to go down to Cameron and do a home assessment, but little plans changed. Then I ended up coming here to that house that we're doing like the bathroom addition stuff. Looks amazing. I try and not show too much of like around the home or anything like that, but it's just everything about the whole outside was like really nice. And then they started drywalling, which is awesome. Let's see if we can sneak up on those two.
Yeah. They're making some stuff with it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I didn't know he's recording.
Oh, keep up on him. I'll put this up on here. I know this one right already.
Pretty nice.
Yeah. I didn't even see money coming.
Yeah. Oh, I'll turn around with the mud.
Got some few spots to finish right there.
Yeah.
Need to get Rob and Steve a not water Navajo water project. Drywall water project.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that your shirt doesn't have Navajo water project in the back.
Was it?
Yeah.
There's new ones that like that.
It's funny. I didn't know I walked back in there. But yeah, everything out here looks pretty good. The whole wall, they fixed that going on. Yeah, it just looks amazing. Got the storm rolling in. It's all windy. Clouds. Nice breeze. Lately it's been like super duper hot. Rain is starting to fall over there. Just picked up one of these. It is like it's a foot valve, check valve. Very similar to a foot valve. So what it does is lets water in one way, but it doesn't go back the other way. It's really cool because I don't have to put this inside of a tank. It's a little dark, but if you have like a tank that has possibly a leaking bad foot valve, and those foot valves are like really next to the tank. I know some of the older modeled tanks, I guess, the systems, their foot valves were like right next to the tank underground, and that's where it's been put at, and they have like this flap, so it'll bring water in and it'll close the valve so it doesn't push water back the other way. And with ours, it's an internal valve, foot valve, sits inside of the tank, so it brings water in, can't go back the other way. Some of the older tanks, sometimes they will tend to leak, or they get like corroded and they'll start to leak a little bit. So what happens is when you build 60 psi of pressure inside of the house, it's pushing back the other way. So if there's a leaking foot valve, water is seeping back inside of the tank, then you lose pressure and then the water pump kicks back on. Nice thing about this is I don't have to dig the tank up, anything like that. I can just put this right before the water pump, and it shows like a little arrow. You can see that, and then you can kind of hear it pushes water that way but cannot go back that way. So it's really cool. There's a spring inside of this. And the other ones, it's like a flap. Sits in there. If you were to tilt it one way, it'll open. Tilt it back, it'll close. Ours is similar to this, but it has a screen on there. Spring. And it sits on the bottom. It's pretty weighted down. So that's what this is. It's nice. Here at Page Lumber. And right now they were the only ones I've seen to have these in stock. All the other places they're always like empty, out of stock, or they don't carry it. So one place to find it is Page Lumber. Funny, it was windy wind where Steven and Rob was, and I guess it started raining and stuff, stormy stuff towards like Navajo. Nothing here. And Navajo Mountain looked like it was just getting hit with wind or rain, I don't know, but it was just dark over there. It looked like a bunch of wind, but it also kind of looked like rain. But yeah, it's a little chilly too, so it's not the best to be riding. You don't see it here because it's nice because I can put it in there. So this is an eventful day. I think this is gonna be a short vlog. Not a lot of things, well, a lot of things went on, but I didn't really film too much. The guys did an amazing job on that bathroom addition. Looks amazing. Just thinking about it, looks good. That siding looked awesome. The roof looked awesome. The drywall is getting there, looks amazing. The flooring looks amazing. Bird flying around. But yeah, the guys did amazing on those jobs. Kind of, that rain was a little weird. Little storm. Now it's like nice and warm, so hopefully it's a warm drive back home. But I just filmed the Horseshoe Bend obstacle course run race, OCR. I just filmed it. I didn't participate it. It looked fun. I don't know how to explain it. I ran it, but I didn't do it. I was filming most of the time. But I think it looked funny from a runner's perspective. I don't know if any of the runners saw it and they saw the video, but running around with this camera, the GoPro, a flannel shirt, pants, and hiking boots. Running around chasing my sister and James. I thought it was hilarious when I just took off running, because I was expecting just to like watch from like a distance and maybe you can see the whole course. Was not expecting it to go out there. I saw it was like 5 miles, but I was like, I wonder how they're gonna do that. And then I saw them take off. I was like, just do it. So I just ran it, tried keeping up with them, passed a lot of guys, and I was like, dressed the way I was dressed, carrying 2 cameras and running and filming my sister. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna film the other people too. So I started filming the other ones. Got some good footage. Some of them I kind of messed up on the footage part. I had more of that like sandball, people throwing it over. I had like some of the teams doing it, but it didn't look good on my side of the filming part. It didn't. Camera wasn't focusing. The GoPro, I like the GoPro on stuff like that because it's really fluent. The stabilize on that one's a lot better than this one. So I was like trying to get it, but I was like, something was not going right. It wasn't focusing. I filmed the whole thing, but when I was like going through editing, it wasn't focused right, so I had to cut a lot of that out. But it was fun. I thought it was funny because some of the guys back there, they were saying they saw me running and chasing everybody. Like they were saying, man, I need to step it up, because if you're running like that and you're passing me, I got to step it up. I was like, oh, I'm not running the entire thing, I'm stopping everywhere. So I thought it was pretty fun. I cannot do that kind of events, races. I just can't. Years of playing basketball, racing motocross, stuff that happened in the Army. I have my whole lower half of my body is kind of broken. My joints are always hurting. My hips are not 100%. If I even like gravel like this, sometimes it'll like slip up a little bit. So I have like bad hips, bad lower back, my knees, my ankles, my one-sided shoulder, my wrists on both sides, and my elbows. So I have a lot of injuries. I can't run. I can't do those agile things. I can run a long way. Don't get that wrong. I can run very far and very long. But I can't do those cool things that they were doing. I can't walk across a log. It'll just scare me to death. The rope climb is coming down. In the Army, I popped out my right knee coming down one of those rope climbs. And I didn't get my sister, but on the very first obstacle, there was like a net. They had to climb on top and they had to roll across it, or climb across it and jump back down. I cannot do that. Same thing, it would just scare the living death out of me. And then there was another one, it was like a wall. The very first one was the wall. I can't do that as well. I would probably just shake the whole time. There's another one, I can't remember which one. Oh, the wall jump. The wall jump I can't really do as well, because same thing, my knees. If I was to jump on top of it and then fall off, I can't do that. I would probably pop something out. So that's the reason why I can't do like those Ragnar races, that obstacle course stuff. I can't do those. I can run, but I can't do stuff like that. Harvin plays basketball. I cannot play basketball anymore. It just scares the death out of me. Those movements I can't do. It'll probably pop a hip or roll a knee. So it was fun to watch, but yeah, I can't do any of those races. All those people trying to like give me a bravos on doing it. I didn't do it. I was just filming James and everybody else that was there, or my sister and James and everyone else there. I didn't do any of the obstacle courses. I just ran it. I think I ran in total of 20,000 steps. I don't know how many miles. I didn't start my watch, but I just took off. But when I was done, it was like 20,000 steps. So I don't know. I did pretty good. I had blisters on my feet because, you know, running in hiking boots is not the best. But I had a lot of fun filming it. It was hot. Someone on the someone commented that they saw me at one of the wall jumps. You know, if you see me at any of these and you see me on the camera, I'll add you in on it. Even if you're like, is that him? Is that, maybe it's not him, maybe it is. You know, just come up. You know, even if it's not me, I'm sure they're gonna add you on their channel or whatever. But go up to all of them. Come up to me. If you see me with the camera, don't feel embarrassed or anything like that to get involved. It's awesome. I love talking to the camera. Everybody on YouTube. I see hundreds of people's faces. I don't see the camera anymore. It's a weird thing to say. I see all of you. I don't see a camera anymore. I'm actively talking to everyone. It's kind of weird to say, but that's how I see it now, and I love it. It's fun. I'm so happy everyone enjoys my my little rambling, getting excited, getting too happy, because it probably looks weird if somebody was standing in the background of me. I'm alone and I'm like having the best time in the world and talking to a camera. So thank you everyone for the comments. Thank you for loving the videos. My videos are not fancy. It's not meant to be fancy. It's meant to be, you know, original, authentic. Makes it feel like you're actually here, hearing the world, hearing the dogs, hearing the birds chirp, hearing the trucks turn on, the backhoes going, the guys making their weird conversations, Steve and Rob. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for making it this far and listening to me ramble on, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.